Hello, everybody. Just taking a few moments and playing my steel tongue drum. Make sure that you say hello. Just type in the comment, say hello, so I know that you're here. Beautiful day out today. Hello, Sharon. Welcome. It always takes a little bit for people to come in. Good evening. So I decided today not to use my mallet because it sounded a little bit too loud yesterday. What I'm doing is bringing in all the wonderful, amazing energy that's out there. Sometimes it's hard for people to find it. They have to keep clicking and making sure that they refresh their page. It was a beautiful day today. I was shocked. It was cool. It was, first of all, it was a little cloudy in the morning, and then it just got sunny and beautiful. Just creating some peaceful energy in here. Sharon, you made homemade vegetable soup today. It came out great. Awesome. Welcome. If you're in the room, please say hello. I would love to know who you are. It was a glorious day here today in our family home. It was sunny and it cooled down a little bit. It was just an amazing, amazing, beautiful, calm day. Hello. People are starting to come into the room. Welcome. Welcome. Please, say hello so I know who you are. You can just put a little, smile or something so I could see who's coming in and out of the room. People pop in and then they pop out and then they pop in and then they pop out. Today's going to be a very interesting day or this evening, I've got something planned and I'm going to wait until some more people come into the chat room. And we're going to talk about a different type of topic, which I think is fascinating and it's enlightening. And people they wonder what some of these things are and what they relate to. So we're going to do a little bit of talking. So to find out how beautiful. So this morning I got up and I got up at 6:30 and let the dog out as always. Tried to go back to bed and I just couldn't. I just couldn't go to sleep. And I, talked to the garbage guys today. It was awesome. Yeah, I'm throwing things out, out of the garage, and I had a whole bunch of stuff there. So I wanted to I wanted to greet them and let them know. So what I did is I brought out 2 cold water bottles for them, and then and we joked around and they were very nice to me. And one of them offered to come and help me clean out the garage. I don't know about that. I really don't. He's kind of cute, but I don't know. I just don't want to get involved in. So then I joked with them. And so next week I have to get, because I told them we're going to have a few weeks like this. And so I said that I would, I would go get them a McDonald's. So they want a McDonald's because one of them says breakfast. And so I said McDonald's. They go, okay. So they told me what he wanted. And he kept adding more onto the list. So it's hysterical. So give them a little bit of breakfast, next week, because garbage day is Tuesday. It's like, what is that noise rocking? Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Let's see if that's what it is. No. Something is, it's probably my crystals. Yeah, I have crystals on my table because we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about the different things that crystals do. We're going to talk about the chakra system, and we're going to, divulge a little bit into the chakra system today, which I think is awesome. And plus entertain each other and ask questions and do all these fun little things. And so someone else is coming to the room. Welcome. Say hello. Say hi to me. Say hi. I can see you over here. I have my cell phone here. And hitting the crystals. And so everything's popping up here. And then I can also see. And let me do this. Let me put the comment things in there so I can see them. Yeah, Sharon, I agree with you. The sanitation men work really, really hard. So I agree 100% with you that that they take out our garbage, where we don't take it out. We just take it out to the front and then they get rid of it. So they were nice guys. So I really, really appreciated that they were nice to me, and they smiled, and both of them, the one that was driving the truck came out, and he's the one that flirted with me a little bit. And so it was very nice of them. And I told them there'd be more. So, you got to, I think I found the crystal that's making the noise. Ooh. So I'm going to set this somewhere for it does not make noise. Yeah, I think that worked. I was hearing that noise and I was going, ooh, that's not good. You're going to hear that all the time. Oh, I'm glad that they appreciate water. Yeah, because then they could, have the water for the day. It gets really hot here, but it was really, really nice. But, it's amazing how people aren't kind to other people. I mean, just because, you know, they're picking up our garbage doesn't mean that we should mistreat them. We should always show everybody that we come in contact with kindness. And sometimes it's difficult to have that kindness and that to be able to, you know, look past certain things and be kind to someone. But, you know, it's important because what we put out there in the universe, we can make a choice between the negative or the positive. If we put out the positive, it brings, we don't do it because we want it to bring us more positive stuff. And, you know, it's not easy. I mean, it's, you know, we, as a child, we would pray to, you know, the creator or to God, whatever you call, you know, the person that you worship to. And, you know, we would ask for things at Christmas, and then when we didn't get them, we were very disappointed and we blamed God, but it wasn't really God. And then, but I like to say that sometimes it comes to us not when we ask for it, but sometimes it comes years and years later, and we always get what we ask for. And I think it depends on how we ask for it. When I pray to the Creator during the, you know, in the mornings, I basically, you know, do the, you know, what I'm grateful for. And then I says, if it's your wish, Creator, and I know that it's on your terms, this is something that I would like to manifest. You know, I've lost, went through a really hard time just recently. And, you know, I had to really put a lot of faith in the fact that what I've asked for from the Creator, that that the Creator would give it to me. But, you know, it didn't. Hi, Heather. Nice to see you. I'm so excited about Saturday. Woo, woo, woo. I need a photograph. And I don't think I need any questions from you unless you want me to, because I know you well. I booked on next Wednesday with Terry from the Violet Flame, and then Christina Engelhardt is going to be on the show on the 8th of August. So I've been working hard at booking people. Hello, John Hogan. Nice to see you. Nice people are coming in and they're saying hello. And I have kind of planned things today. You know, I've you know, we're going to do some talking, some questions. And I want to ask you guys in the room, okay, this is my question to you guys. If you could change the world with one thing, what would that be? I'm going to let you each take some time to think about that. Hi, beautiful. How are you, Galia? I like to see you. When am I coming to LA? Probably in September. So I'm going to go. And I'm so glad that that you're doing better, you know, with, you know, the cancer and stuff. I don't want to talk about personal things here, but I have been following you. I've been kind of out of the loop for a while. And I do see every post that you make. And I love you. I really do. And we've had so much fun at the club and hanging out and doing things. And your love of kitty cats are amazing. And I know that it's hard when we lose our animals, and it's very difficult. My sister and I were just talking about that today, about losing animals. Or were we? Was that today or yesterday? I don't remember. Does it matter? No. So we're just hanging out with friends. And what it's like, it's almost like a reunion. Basically, people come in from all different areas of my past, my present, and it's pretty amazing to watch everybody come in the room and talk and have a great time. And, you know, ask questions away. And I just asked a question: if there was one thing that you could do that would change the world, what would it be? So that's to the room. And I would love to know your answers, because I think that it's really important that we try to, this has to be a positive thing that you do, you know. So what would I do? And I have to ask myself that question too. What would I do? Mm, I think that I think I would do more of what I do every day. I think that everyone that I meet and that I'm in contact with, to treat them with dignity, you know, treat them with love, compassion, try to brighten up their day just a little bit more. I think that's what I would do. And I think that it's important that we do good things. Uh, Kelly said, end world hunger. Wow. I wish we could. It would be interesting if we could. How could we? I mean, what ideas would you use to end world hunger? Because all the different countries and all the different factors have so many different needs, so much many different um, soil and land and opportunities. How do we create that so more and more people? I mean, we waste so much food in this world. And how could we take what we waste and make it into something that could feed other people? Like in France, they've made it a law that restaurants and grocery stores have to give the food, instead of throwing them away, they have to give the food to homeless centers and homeless people, which I think is a beautiful thing. I remember we did an event, and it was a cupcake event, and we had boxes, and my daughter did it. It was called Cupcake LA, or Cupcake LA. And so it was, we had all this cupcakes and stuff left over. And we had a gentleman take it and bring it to different centers to donate it. And so some people had some amazing, amazing cupcakes, which I think is important to do. Sharing, but that's a good one. I think it's great. Anybody else? Sharon, what would you do to change the world in any way? And there is a 15-second gap. So from me to you guys and from you guys back. So sometimes I'll see the questions before I even notice it. I mean, sometimes they're there. But life is amazing when you just show up in life. When you get out of yourself and you open yourself up, and you open yourself up to that love of everyone. And it's so hard. It is so hard to do, because what happens is, like, when we go somewhere and something happens, we get upset, and it's because all the energy. I mean, we get so used to drama in our life. I mean, so used to. I mean, I remember at the club, everybody was in drama. I mean, drama, 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 and we would stack it up. And it was sadness watching people hurt each other and say mean things. But when you're in that moment, it's hard not to. It's hard not to react. So what I do is I try to take a step backwards. Sometimes I will leave. Like I really, I know she's laughing. um, when I get into an argument with somebody, I've learned that I don't have to prove my point. All I have to do is state the facts. And if someone wants to continue the argument, I literally walk away. And I tell people when they're involved with me that if you get into an argument with me and I start to a little bit lose it, please walk away. Give me time. Because it's when we take that time and we walk past, when we walk past and we give it time and we let it process it, we look at it differently when we have a little bit of hindsight. Because when we're at that anger point, we say things that we really don't mean. We say things out of reaction. And I think it's important to take yourself out of an argument. Oh, hello, Pat Van Itter. Welcome. Welcome. Javier and Gina are checking on me regular. I love those two. Javier, when I lost the studio, he checked on me, and you checked on me too. And Heather checked on, or Heather checked on me too. So, there was a few people that were my friends that made sure that I was okay. And that was a loving thing to do, an amazing loving thing to do. But Sharon says, I follow God's commandments in this world would be a better place. So yes, the commandments are really good list of things not to do, which is great. But as we know, not everybody's perfect, and sometimes we make mistakes. And, that's where I think that forgiveness comes in. We're talking about right now, just for a few moments, of if you could do one thing in the world to change it for the better, what would it be? Because I'm really interested in your comments. Oh, I love you too, honey. Thank you. Life is good when you show up. And I'm doing this every day because what else do we have to do? We're California is a lockdown state too, and people really aren't going out a lot. And Michigan is too. I mean, we're going out into the parks and, places like that, but in the evening, and I think that we need to see people that we love. I mean, because we can't hug each other. I mean, I would love just to be able to hold each and every one of you. And the more that I stay home, the more recluse that I become. And I work very hard at not getting depressed. I try to get myself out of in that positive state. I think it's important that we try to look at the good part of life and not go into the fear so much. And sometimes there's an imbalance in us, and that's why I'm going to be talking about chakras. Yes. Does anybody in the chat room know what chakras are? And because there's a 15-second delay, I will wait for a few moments. So we're going to be doing a little talk about chakras. And I'm going to keep it very, 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 very simple. Chakra is your energy meridian. It's your energy power. It's where you start at the root chakra and then you go up to the top chakra. And as we evolved as a human being, we used to function from the lower chakras. And when you start functioning from the higher chakras, it changes your life. It causes an awakening. And the different places where you have the chakras is you have the root chakra, and this root chakra is and you can say the names, the Hindu names and all those sort of things, but I want to keep it really simple, okay? As simple as possible. So the root chakra grounds you. It is grounding you to the earth, and it's a magnificent, powerful chakra. It has some sexual things in it too, but it grounds you to the earth. And one of the stones, there's many different stones that you can have with the chakras. But one of the stones that I'm going to show you today, and it's a color red. I know it's small. This is a ruby. So this is, there are, Sharon, yes, there are 7 of them. There are really more because we have chakras that go way out. But these are the ones that we use for our body. So here's there it is. 7. And that's a ruby. And the second chakra, and there's other stones that you can use. Let me see. Let me open up my notes. Because Sometimes you just got to use notes. Okay, you can use bloodstone, tiger eye, hematite, which this is a hematite. This is a dark one, and it's very shiny, and it comes out like this. So that's a hematite. Fire agate, black tourmaline, and then ruby, like I said. And that's the root chakra. And they also have the chakras all have the, which would be great to investigate and to find out all of this information, because I'm just going to I'm going to flutter over things. Your root chakra is located in between your legs, down there. I mean, down in the, between your legs, in the very part of your body. And that is your grounding chakra. And the second chakra, this is a citrine. No, this is not a citrine. Oh, excuse me. This is a I can't say it. Carminiline. That's what this one is. It's got a orange tone. So the first chakra is red. The second one is orange. And what this does is, this is your sexual chakra. It's also connected to the root chakra. And it also is the beginning to balance out your solar plexus, to give it some foundation. But each of the chakras have a sound that coordinates with them. It has a color. It has a fragrance, which is really fascinating. But yeah, there are 7 chakras. And the next one, this one here, this is your 3rd chakra, otherwise known as the solar plexus. You can use a malachite. I have a malachite here that you could also use if you want to. It will use, this is a citrine. You can use a topaz. And what is so important about this stone and this chakra is, this chakra is it's in between your belly button and your heart. And the second chakra is in between your belly button and the bottom of your spine, or in the front, your pubic area. So these are where these are all placed. And it's your energy meridian. And sometimes it gets blocked. And where it normally gets blocked is here. See? Here. Hello, Pamela. Nice to see you. Pamela grew up on my street at Lakeshore High School. St. Clair Shores. So this is where you do most of your blocking. It also holds a lot of your intuitive feelings. It's also very creative. It helps to balance out your creativity. But normally people function from the first 3 chakras, from your root chakra to your 2nd chakra, and then to your 3rd chakra. Normally this causes people that have stomach problems, that are having problems coping, and they get anxiety, and they feel in their stomach, and they're hurting, and they feel blocked, and sometimes their area in that area gets a little bit fuller. And this is where it's because it's all of your energy, because this is all about energy, is being congested in this one area. This is why chakra treatments are so important, is to release them. And I've got to do one on me. I've got to. Now, the next one is your heart chakra. And this is a chakra where you give out love and all these amazing things. This is when you fall in love with somebody, and then your heart gets broken and you feel like you're going to die. And this is a really good stone to use. This is a rose quartz. And you can use other chakras. Other crystals. You can use rose quartz. You can use jade. It's got to be a green jade. Okay. Selenite, a green tourmaline. So you can use these to release the pain and to heal your heart. But when you use this one is for getting over someone that you love, and it's not as heavy of a burden on you. To use green jade, that's the one that you would use to really manifest that healing. And these are all healing stones. And I've had these stones forever. I've been doing chakra treatments, on myself and on others for at least 30 years. But I like to keep it simple, because when you complicate things too much, it's people, they don't comprehend. Sharon says, oh, I thought my sister was saying something. Now, the next one is, where is it? The one that was making noise. This is the aquamarine. This is an actual aquamarine, beautiful stone. It's light blue, and it's you can kind of see through it. And this is what you use on your throat chakra. It does a healing. It does a healing on your throat chakra, because sometimes you want to kick yourself because you said something and you shouldn't have, and you should have stopped yourself and you just couldn't. Or that you wanted to say something and you never did and you held it in. This helps to open up this chakra. And that's what you do, is you open it up. And when I go through all of the different chakras, I'll tell you how a meditation is done. We're not going to do it, unless you want to. But, we're going to be talking about how to go through a meditation with it. So, and then the next one is your third eye. And everybody hears a lot about your third eye. Your third eye is your connection to the spirit world. Not only is it a connection to the spirit world, it is a connection to your creativity, to your dreams, to your thoughts. It's also good to make sure this is open so you can manifest certain things in your life that you want in your life. And it's a fluoride, and these are the fluoride. You see this? Aren't these beautiful? There's two different ones here, and they are a green and a purple. This one has more purple in it than this one does. But these are amazing, and it's just placed right here. And when you meditate or you have a treatment done, and then you just, flow into it. It's an amazing thing to do. Then the last one, woo. And then you can also use on the third eye, amethyst, purple fluoride, which these are fluoride, and black obsidian. So the next one, it's the crown chakra. And this is a very important chakra. This is an amethyst. This has been with me forever. It is absolutely beautiful. And this is set on the crown area. And this is your connection to the God, the creator energy of all that is. This is the oneness of all. This opens up, and this opens up to the angels. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tool to use for healing. So you combine all of these together, all these different stones. And how is a chakra treatment done? You lie down, soft music is playing, and you're told to breathe and to relax. And then the first one, and you do an intention. What we're going to do is we're going to heal your body. We're going to heal your aches and pains. We want to heal your past lives and heal your present life at the moment. We want to heal your body, mind, and soul. And then we place the first chakra, which is your root chakra. We place this on your root chakra. And then we meditate on it. I say to you, you can feel the power of the stone. You can feel the red healing your body and making sure that, it's healing yourself. It's grounding you to the earth, but yet it's healing that very first chakra, because we're going to move up. We're going to move all the way up through the chakra. Then the next one is the color orange. And we don't have to we got the stones for it, but we're just going to reference to the color, because those are very important. And chakra system is worldwide. It's all over the place. And it's been happening for millions of years. People have been working on the chakras. Shamans have been working on it. Spiritual leaders have used the chakra system because it's so important to balance out your chakras. And so the next one, where is it? And remember, we're seeing the color. We're seeing it moving up our body. And then we have yellow. And it's a yellow color. And then we imagine it, through this meditation that you're doing with the stones, and we place a stone on you. And each chakra, we're opening it up. We're saying to open up that chakra, to heal that body, to heal that mind, to heal that soul, to heal the energy. It is because we as a entity across the universe, we are pure energy. It's like a sink, and you put stuff down it and it gets clogged, and you can't move it, and you can't understand why you're not feeling good. You can't understand why you can't get rid of anger. You can't understand why you're mad. You can't understand why nothing good is happening in your life, and you're clogged and you're stuck. And normally we get stuck here. I don't know the percentage of the people in the world that are stuck in their solar plexus. I wish I could find out, how many people actually get stuck here in these solar plexus. That's why you hear so much about, oh, well, you got a gut feeling, and oh, well, your solar plexus. What the heck is solar plexus? It's your third chakra. And as you're moving up, you start to feel these chakras opened up. You start to feel them moving and opened up. And then you go to the next chakra, and you place either pink or jade on your heart chakra. And you can use other ones like, green tourmaline, but it's very important that, this is your heart chakra. This is where you give all the love. This is where you're broken, where your heart is broken, and it's about healing your heart. Because when you heal your heart, you can give that energy and that love out more freely. Because we can block here too. You can block each chakra. You can be in the first chakra, which is a root chakra, and never move up. I mean, and it's all about also soul placement. Old souls, young souls, baby souls, teenage souls, all of these things have to do with it. It's not just something, people, let's put rocks on you and see how it feels. So you do the heart chakra. And while you're listening to beautiful meditation, and while, the facilitator is telling you to feel it, to allow it, to open it up, to open up that chakra, to open it up and to heal you. And then the throat chakra. And I have done a lot of blocking in my throat chakra, a lot of blocking. And you place it on your throat chakra, and you open that up so you can use your voice, or you can limit your voice in not saying things that are hurtful, not saying mean things, because it's really important to use that voice, that beautiful voice that we have, in a positive way. It's so important. And then you imagine in your third eye a bluish purple, a little bit of green in it. You imagine that opening up that third eye. And this is where it gets sweet. Because you get to see things in a meditation, and spirit guides and angels and other things like this. And it just is opening that horizon of thought, that creation. I mean, that's what, God creates. the creator creates. That's where we are one with the creator in creating our reality and creating the way that we wish things to be. That's where we can make changes. It's amazing. And then the crown chakra is so important because this connects you with the God entity. It connects you with all your angels. It's peace. It's love. It's joy. It is this beautiful, beautiful feeling. And then you wonder, now that I'm up there, what do I do? Well, we're healing those chakras. And I got to tell you a really funny story when it concerns healing chakras. So I had a friend that I went out with, and I did a chakra healing on him, and I was brand new at it. You make a lot of mistakes when you're brand new. Nothing comes easy. You got to learn, and you got to learn by your mistakes. Because, Mel, how do you sell crystals on your website? Or do I sell crystals? I don't. I'm thinking of doing that. I haven't done that yet. I do chakra treatments. That's what I do. And I don't see your website pinned here. That's what she's saying. I could type it in the whatchamacallit. Let me type it in here. How about that? Okay. There it goes. It's sacredrealm.net, and I only do online things at the moment, unless I'm in an area that that people want to come and see me. But I do chakra treatments, and I do healings, lots of healings. I believe in healing. I would love to heal the world if I possibly could. But when you're doing a chakra, when you're getting somebody that high in a chakra, and the mistake that I made, the first time I did my own chakra, in the middle of the night, and this was in Los Angeles, and I wanted to run outside, and I'm not a runner. All I wanted to do was, just, put the shoes on and run out and just run. I was hyper. I was flying because I didn't know how to tame myself down. I didn't know what to do. I only knew what the crystals did and how they moved up. But I have thought about putting together a crystal bag and with all the directions, and a video that will go with it, and an audio tape that will go with it to teach people how to do this simply. All you remember is the colors and where they're placed. Very simple. So when you get somebody up there, I was dating this one time. We dated. It's a long story, but I'm not going to get it. I will one day, and it's a funny story. But for people that are new in all of this, it will sound a little bizarre, so I'm not even going to go there at the moment. So I get him high. I get him flying. And I didn't know to bring him down. And then we went on an adventure. And I have to say, it was probably one of the most craziest experiences that I have ever experienced in my entire life when it comes to awakening and spirituality. I floated off the ground. He ran up a mountain or a hill. It was bizarre, and it happened. And there's no way that it didn't happen, because there was two people involved. And we didn't do drugs. We didn't drink. We had sex, yes. Sorry. But it was fascinating. And we, on our way back from where we were at, we went to Ojai, which is a very spiritual place. Ojai is just this amazing, amazing place, in California. Oh, my hair. Yeah, I washed the sugar out of it, and It was straight, now it's frizzy again. So we spoke in tongue all the way back to Los Angeles. And he understood everything I said, and I understood everything he said. That's how we were flying. So it's really important when you're doing chakra treatments that once you're up there and you do it yourself with your crystals, and or somebody else does it to you, then the key is to walk them back down. We've done a healing, and then we walk each step down. And then we take off the crystal at each step. And then we bring you back down and we ground you. And that's very important. And another thing, talking about grounding, we talked about the hematite for a couple of seconds. And the reason why I brought this out was because if you're ever feeling kind of airy, or you're not in control of your life, and you're driving and you want something that's going to ground you to the earth, this will do it. You put this underneath your seat in your car, or put it in your pocket, and it's a beautiful. See how gorgeous that is? And you do that, and it will ground you, and it will keep you grounded. When I worked with my mentor for 3.5 years, I had to have one of these in my car and one in my pocket. And she was the one that told me I need to get hematite stones, and I need to use them because I was too much in the clouds. And you don't want to be too much in the clouds. And a malachite. A malachite is a really good one too. And the reason I brought this out was because if you're stressed and you've got a lot of stressful things going on in your life, this is a really, really good one to be able to use. Oh my God. We got I can't believe the hour has gone this fast. Woo, woo, woo. So the malachite crystal is really good, and you can get them in there. They're really smooth. And you can, if you're stressed, you can put it in your hand, and you can do like this with it. And someone that I loved very much, I gave him one of these, and he had it for years and years, and he would wear it in his pocket. He was always in a suit and doing business, and he's wearing it, and he's always doing this. And one day, it broke in half, and it was not a good thing. Because all that energy, because we are sheer energy, completely sheer energy. And it's important. And I did bring out, let me get my little notes out here. I love my notes. I do Post-its on this thing. I can do that, which is amazing. Okay. Okay, where is the other one? Hold on one second. I want to talk about these because quartz crystals. Everybody wants the shiny, clear quartz crystals. Why? Why do they want it? What is so wonderful about these crystals? You wonder. These are used to communicate with your guides, to encourage clarity, to open up your chakras. These things have memories. All of these do. This is the one that I found. No, this was given by someone that was in Arkansas, and nobody else has ever touched this except me and the person that had gloves on that picked it up and brought it to me. And I was teaching at my club, and they remembered me, and then they came back 4 or 5 months later and presented me with this one. They gave me another one. I had 2 of them, but I wanted to give the other one to my daughter because I think it was very important. And here's how they can come too. And I put the wire around that because, wrap everything. I put the wire around it. But they amplify energy. And these have, when you read the tales of Atlantis, they talk about crystals. It was a city of crystals. Sharon said she didn't know stones break. Yeah, the energy. It's the energy, Sharon. I mean, he had a lot of negative, crazy things going on, and it just in stress, and he kept doing this to it. And it was a beautiful stone, and it was just perfect for his thumb. I mean, it was perfect size, but it's a little bit bigger than this and flatter than this one. So it broke. But Atlantis, in their computer systems, if you call it a computer system, it's their energy system. They were all crystals, and they use quartz crystals for everything because it has memory. Your computer, your phone, your smartphone has crystals in it. It has quartz, clear quartz crystal. I mean, that's something very interesting to think about. So every day you're carrying around a crystal with you, and it remembers things. It has a memory. I mean, it gives you clarity, lots of clarity. Psychic ability, it stimulates your nervous system in a positive way. They even say it can grow nails and hair. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should walk around with them in my head. You know, there's so many things that crystals can do, and they've been using crystals since the beginning of time, which is amazing. Since the beginning of time. And this is just a small amount of them. These are the ones that I work with. It's just a small one. But it's amazing to be able to do the research on it. I mean, if you have time, find out what fragrances go with each chakra. You know, and if you want me to send you something about the chakras, I'd be glad to share with you. I'd be glad to share with you just a little bit about the chakras that we talked about. And it's important. Remember, it's important to close them down. And when I first started using quartz, because I didn't have any of the chakra crystals, and I placed one here, and I placed one at the bottom of my feet, and I meditated. And I could actually feel the energy flowing back and forth. It was like a gentle rock, and it kept flowing and flowing, and it was just simply amazing. And when I do, crystal healings, I will do that with someone that has never experienced crystals before. Because people go, poo-poo, this isn't real. None of this stuff makes any sense. It doesn't. But it's been forever. Just because they're the old ways doesn't mean that they're not just because of their old ways, it doesn't mean that they're not good for now. Because they are. There are millions and millions and millions of people that carry crystals with them everywhere they go, that meditate with crystals. I mean, that's why when I made this, I have crystals on them. And I use the metal to bring everything in, to bring that energy. You are pure energy. That's why when you see somebody and you see them, you could feel their energy. It doesn't matter if you're an empath. It doesn't matter if you're a seer. You're a human being. You connect. You know in your gut feeling. You definitely know in your gut feeling if you're going to like that person or not. You can feel them. And sometimes you might be walking down the street and you might see somebody who might have really bad energy, but you still go hello. That's also a karma thing. If you know anything about karma, which a lot of you do, which is awesome. Karma, there's one way when you walk down the street and you see somebody, you nod and you say hello. It's someone from a past life. And then when you say the hello or you do the nod or you express the fact that you've seen them, that heals that karma with that person. And manifesting. I mean, use crystals to manifest. When I hold them, and I do my dabbing and my rocking, and I'm doing my praying to the Creator to manifest in my life. When I manifest and I ask for something, and I ask for it in a certain way, which is not me, 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 me. It's universe. It's if this is what the Creator wants me to do, show me the way. And when you go for something and you ask for it, you don't have to ask twice. The Creator is listening. Your God's listening. Whatever your God is. That's how powerful. And it's all the same God, just different names. That's it. Different ways to get to God or the Creator. It's a magnificent feeling in life. It gives me so much peace. We didn't do a lot of questions today. Any questions in the chat room? People have been coming in and out going, what the heck? But we've had, so far, I think it's 135 on the first one that we did with me doing my steel tongue drum. Then yesterday, I think it was up to over 100 and some of people that have watched this. And people are coming in and watching it after I leave, and they can watch it on their time. It's just stuff I would love to share with you all. I want to give you love. I want to give you peace and kindness, information that you can either take or not. But my job as a awakened person is to reach out. Everything that we do in life matters. Everything. Every little thing we say, every little action that we do, it all matters in the big scheme of the universe. That's how powerful you are. Each and every one of you. Powerful beings. This is only one step. Watching this, learning something new. There's so much to learn, and it's so amazing. It's so amazing in life. I travel around the country because of my spiritual quest. I am free when I travel. To see beauty, see kindness. There's a lot of like-minded people when I travel. A lot of people that are traveling these days know about the chakra, know about the crystals. They are awakened beings. Some are not, but some are. It is a process that we all go through, and we make a choice whether we want to be awakened or not. Nobody's twisting our arms. I think life lessons teaches us where we need to go in the journey of our life, which is a beautiful thing. And that's why I like the life that I've been living, because it has given the ability to meet so many amazing people. I can't believe it's been an hour. I want you to go with peace, love, and joy and kindness in your heart. Do something kind for someone else. Like my sister, she sees this woman that's like 90 or almost 100 years old, and she goes over and says hello to her. That's a kind thing to do. My friend Heather, what she does to kindness to family members and to people that she doesn't know. all of this, when it comes from the heart, it's so important. I'm going to take you out with this small little music. May tomorrow be an amazing day, that you have wonderful things manifest in your life that come true. May you find peace in everything that you do. Walk in peace. I don't want to go. Oh, and you know, the dog didn't bark today. Oh, walk in peace, love and joy. Keep a sense of humor. Look at yourself with such love. Give yourself that abundance of all that is as you become one with all. Namaste. I have to turn it off.